huge debate happening in Lancaster County. Should Indian land incorporate as a town?
Next month, residents will cast their votes, but until then, a frenzy of lobbying, working to convince residents why they should or should not support the proposal. Billie Jean Shaw live in Indian land. So Billie Jean, what are people saying there?
Well, Sarah, this has been a huge debate in the area for the past 3 years. Those who are in support of the town incorporation say that Indian land is large enough to break away from Lancaster County and stand on their own, while others believe that it will cost residents more money. 5 miles east of Fort Mill and just south of Valentine sits the unincorporated community of Indian Land. Since 2014, the area has grown by nearly 500 people every year.
They're just putting shopping centers pretty much everywhere, and also housing development, like I say, right across the street here.
Because of that growth,
I think change is going to come.
Joseph Tao says he plans to vote yes in next month's referendum on whether or not Indian Land should incorporate and become its own municipality.
When you start seeing all this building and stuff like this now, you're going to soon have a township.
Those who favor making Indian Land its own town say the area is not represented fairly by Lancaster County Council. With a proposed budget of $7.7 million, the group says Indian Land could incorporate and establish independent services such as a town council and police force.
There's absolutely nothing in their proposal that we're not already receiving. The only problem is we'll have to pay for it twice.
Steve Hucks opposes incorporation, saying the municipality of Indian Land would have limited police services, traffic issues, and more taxes.
Budget for Sun City, just one community within this large area, is over $8 million, and yet they're going to be able to run a town for $7 million. It's just nowhere near enough.
So Sarah and Fred, both sides are really trying to pull residents in. Just last week, those who are in support of the town incorporation held a public meeting, and tonight those who are against the town incorporation are holding a public meeting. That's going to be at 7 o'clock at Osceola United Methodist Church. But even after all this discussion, the final decision will be made on March 27th when voters hit the polls. Reporting live in Indian Land, Billie Jean Shaw, NBC Charlotte.